Hey everyone, Jason here. Welcome back to Farming Mini. So behind me, I have some of these slabs that I have cut from a friend of mine's sawmill. And my plans are to turn these into some fire pit benches for the kids and for my wife and I, and hopefully keep us from having to drag out the chairs from the garage every single time we want to go have a fire at the fire pit. So here's a good little look at it. So they've been sitting around here for a little while, but still in really good shape. So I'm gonna get these things cut up, and I'm thinking about into 45 inches is going to give me 3 out of the one log, and then I'll have another 45 inches that I can cut out of the other log to give me 4 for around the fire pit. So just wanted to show you the process and how we're going to make some fire pit benches. All right, so we got our slabs cut, and like I said a little earlier, about 45 inches is the average length of them. So, you know, as long as you like each other, 2 people can sit on this bench right here. They're about 3.5, 4 inches thick. And what we'll do is we'll notch out the bottoms of them. I've got a log right here that we're going to cut into about 12 inches lengths, and use those as the what we're going to prop them up on. And again, width is anywhere between 11 to 12 inches wide on these boards. So yeah, excited about making these for the kids for the fire pit. I've got my nephew Aiden, who enjoys cutting wood and things like that, so hopefully he'll get a chance to sit on one of these real soon. All right, everyone, back out here. It's actually been a couple days, but made it back out here to continue working on the fire pit benches. So right here, I have the logs already cut. I'm going to use these for the legs for the bench. And what we're going to do is I'm going to cut a little bit on this side, a little bit on this side, kind of square it off a little bit, and then I'll do the same thing to the actual bench itself. I'll notch it out in something to sit on, and hopefully kind of keep it nice and stable. So that's the plan we're going to go for, and we're going to make some cuts on this. So here's a look at the back side of the benches, and what I was doing was taking the chainsaw, making some notches in there. I'll take my hatchet there and I'll knock those out and clean that up. That's it's about 9 inches in width, and that's roughly the width of the logs now that I cut the sides off of it. And I'm gonna actually take the logs, the benches will, they'll sit down. I'll set the bench on top and hopefully they'll fit in there nice and snug. Here's a good look at the logs again. And what I did was just kind of gave each side a little flat side to it. This is actually a sweet gum tree, but man, the grain in this log is really nice. I'm actually surprised in that. So, but we're gonna get these things cleaned up. We're gonna eventually put some poly on there. All right, so we're getting to some of the final touches here. And I've got one of my benches up here on the sawhorses. Got a belt sander behind me, and what we're going to do is we're going to give these things a little light sanding. This is white pine, and what we're going to do is just try to bring out the grain in the slabs here, and that should once we put the poly on it, it should give it a little pop. So that's what we're going to work on next. All right, got this all sanded. Now we're gonna get the poly out, put a little bit of polyurethane on here. It's a clear coat that's gonna help protect these in the weather, hopefully make them last as long as they can. So I'm just taking this old brush I have, put some nice even strokes on there. It's gonna definitely take 2 coats, just because this first one's gonna absorb it really quickly to this freshly sanded wood. But I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but it definitely brings out the wood grain in the wood. And for something that was essentially scrap at first, being that it was just the top pieces from logs off a sawmill, it's fun to turn this into something that's going to be usable and that's not gonna get burned or thrown away. So this will be fun for us, and again, with this little bit of extra work we're putting into it, should last us quite some time. So I'm gonna finish putting this last couple spots on here and get you guys a better look at what this looks like. All right, everyone, there you have it. We got them set up and around the fire pit, got the fire pit going. I think they turned out pretty good. Pretty excited about it, can't wait to use them. We're gonna give them a little bit longer to dry, but they actually turned out really nice. I am happy with something that was probably just gonna be trash. So we will have many, many fun nights at the campfire with these benches. All right, well, that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If so, give me the thumbs up. Think about subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.